would you say it shows up in a moment like where you're navigating those negotiations? Is it a felt sense that you're carrying into the room? Can you share some ways, some tangible ways that it shows up in the moment during these processes?
I think it's just the way in which I approach any interaction, which is that it's sort of what we became accustomed to with the, gasho, right? It's the divine in me bows down to the divine in you, and approaching every moment that way. So walking into a negotiation just means that we're just carrying an attitude of where do we have common ground, right? This is not about anybody ripping anybody else off, which is often how negotiations happen, right? It's like your loss is my gain and vice versa. But if your attitude is that that would be the consummate failure, that cannot be. You have to walk in with the intention that we are all going to win. Some people might say, well, that sounds really unrealistic because clearly there's a pie, and if you get 60% and I get 40, that means that you've got more than I do. But that's not true. And the reason it's not true is that if we can create a bigger pie, then my 40 is more than my original 40, right? And your 60 is more than your original 60. So if we can create a bigger pie, then we're creating far greater greatness for all of us, right? And so that's the intention. The intention is that relationships are ongoing, that this is not a hit and run. This is not, I'm here to get what I can and then cut right out. The intention is I negotiate with you to get the best deal possible for both of us, because it is my intention moment by moment that at the next opportunity, maybe we will have another opportunity to create another partnership together, right? Because in all likelihood, if we've done a good job together and there's an opportunity that comes up for you, you're going to think of me, and vice versa. Whereas if I've ripped you off, you're likely to tell the world that I ripped you off, and I would certainly be the last person you'd ever think of working with. So what we do know in terms of creating partnerships is that it costs a great deal of money to start up a new partnership. It costs far less money to start a partnership with someone you already have a relationship with. So it makes good economic sense in addition to it being a comfortable thing to do.
I love it. From the pragmatic to the spiritual and every place in between, the pragmatic being this part about the good sense of it, both in terms of your reputation in the world and your ability to do further business together, and the fact that when you combine forces, there's that chance for exponential growth all around. Then also what I love about what you're sharing is that you walk into the setting with a bigger goal even than this win-win. There is that, but then there's also, I bow to the divine in you. That's actually the biggest job in that setting. That comes first. As you said, walking in love, whatever love means. Love is a word that means what it means to people, but sense of grace, let's say, the sense of humility and gratitude, the sense of honoring, we are all of the same. And that is how you walk into that room first and foremost. And then all your expertise of years of doing this naturally comes to bear, but from that place.